Hello everybody and welcome to our maths video for today. Today we're going to start by counting in fours. So just like yesterday when we counted in threes, we're going to do something similar. As I put the sequence down, I'd like you to count in your fours. We should know this from yesterday. We did lots of practicing. Ready? 4. What comes after 4? 8. Yep, after 8. 12, fantastic. After 12, 16, yep. After 16, 20. After 20, count on 4. 21, 22, 23, 24. Good job. Count on 4 after 24. 25, 26, 27, 28. You're doing really well. Good job. After 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 next. So we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Remember each time after 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. We're just adding on another 4. After 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Fantastic. Do you remember our pattern from yesterday? What did we say the 4 times table was a little bit like? Yeah, it was a little bit like our 2s, except we skipped one out. So it was 2, 4, we skipped out 6, then it was 8, then we skipped out 10. So it just skips one of the 2 times tables each time. Okay, I'm going to rub those out. Right, let's practice counting in our 4s. Remember they're even. Off we go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Let's do it in a whispering voice a little bit faster. Off we go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Now it's my turn to point and you say, ready? Off we go. Did you manage it? If you need a bit more practice, you can do this first bit of the video again. So for our 4 times table, we count in 4s and we're going to do some practicing. So each one represents one group. So 1 times 4, 2 times 4, 3 times 4, 4 times 4, and so on. So 1 times 4 would be, show me on your fingers, 1 times 4 would be, what would 2 times 4 be? How many in 2 groups? That's right, 8. Okay, do you remember our finger method? Because after we get to 3 times 4, we haven't got enough fingers. So let's try our finger method. 3 times 4, remember 3 fingers up, and we have to imagine each finger means 4. So these are like our groups, 1, 2, 3 groups, and on the other side, 4 in each. Ready? 4, 8, 12. 3 times 4, or 3 groups of 4, is 12. What about 5 groups of 4? How many fingers are you holding up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. 5 fingers, 4 in each. What's the answer? Let's do it together. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Good job. Last one, 9 groups of 4. So you're looking at all of these, and then these 4 as well. 9 fingers up, count in 4s. Off we go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. These are hard ones. 32, 36. Well done. Keep practicing those times tables. Today, as we know how to times by 4, today we're going to be dividing by 4. Can you show me in action the F for divide? Remember our line? Dot each side. So this is divide. Or shared by. Remember I said put into equal groups, shared by, divide by, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you. It has to be fair. Everybody gets the same amount. Otherwise, if one person gets fewer things, they would feel really sad. They'd say, why don't I have as many? So they must be equal each time. Okay, we're going to start by doing a word problem. Remember, a word problem, we don't always know what to do. We have to work it out. It's important to know how to do these, as this shows how to do maths in real life. Okay, let's read it together. Miss Dawe has a pack of 16 biscuits to share between 4 friends. Do you see how it's like in real life? how are we going to use division to help Miss Dawe with a real life situation, sharing biscuits? So Miss Dawe has a pack of 16 biscuits to share between 4 friends. How many will each friend get? Like we did before, we're going to underline the most important bits of this word problem. Pause the video and have a think. What are the most important bits? That's right, that we know we've got 16 things to share. It doesn't matter if they're biscuits, even though biscuits are very important. It could be anything. So 16 things, and we're sharing between how many? 4, yeah, and in this case it's 4 friends, but it could be 4 bowls, 4 packets. And how many will each friend get? So they're asking how many one of those 4 friends will get. What would that look like as a maths number sentence? How would we write it down? So we've got 16 things to share. 1 for me, 1 for you. I like to remember that symbol as 1 for me, 1 for you. 16 biscuits to share between 4 friends, and each friend will get, so I like to think of this as each person will get, and find my answer. Some of you might know the answer, but it's also important to know how we get there, the different methods. So when we divided by 3, what did we do to help us divide? Think back. I'm going to show you my first method that we used last time. So we used sharing circles and arrays. So I'm going to write at the bottom 16 divided by 4, as that was our number sentence that we need to solve Miss Dawe's biscuit word problem. Sharing circles. So how many friends am I sharing between? 4. So I'm going to draw 4 sharing circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine these are the 4 plates that the people have. Okay, then I've got my biscuits. I am sure Marshmallow and Chocolate won't mind. If you don't know who they are, they're my gerbils, so there are 2 of them. I'm going to use some of my gerbil biscuits. Probably not very nice for humans to eat, but useful for my maths. So I need 16 of them, as that's how many I'm sharing out. So I've got 1, 2, 4, 6. So I'm even using my counting and 2s to help me with this. 8, count with me, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, I need to share them out. Remember, every person gets the same number. You can't give this person more or this person more. So we're going to do the 1 for me, 1 for you. So 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. Everybody has 1. We've shared out 4. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. How many does each person have now? They all have 2, and we've shared out 8 biscuits. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. How much do they all have? How many do they all have now? They all have 3 biscuits. We've shared out 12 so far. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, and 1 for you. We've now shared out 16 biscuits. 16 shared or divided between 4 is the same as how many does one person get? Remember our word problem said how many does each friend get? Yeah? So they all get 4. This person gets 4, this person gets 4, this person and this person get 4. So my answer is 4. Do you remember how that looked as an array? So if I take my biscuits away, I can actually replace my sharing circle biscuits with pictures. So I could have done before we do arrays. It's a bit harder because you have to count at the same time as sharing. When we have objects, I counted 16 and then shared them. When I'm drawing, I count at the same time. So we're counting 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And they all have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you would do it as a drawing. Let's try it with my biscuits as an array. So that's 1 person, 2nd person, 3rd person, 4 person. I'm sharing between 4 people. Yeah? Let's rub that out, pretend we haven't got that answer. So this is 1 person. So I'm going to keep going. That person, 1 to you. Still looks like they're sharing circles, but they're just being a line. 1 for you. Do you see how I'm keeping my lines neat so I don't get muddled up? If I accidentally put 1 here, I wouldn't know if it went to this person or this person. One for you, one for you, one for you, and one for you. Do you see how it's in lines? So I've got 16 shared between 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to draw around. So that's one person's. That's another person's. This belongs to another person. And this is my fourth person. How many do they each get? 4, 4, 4, 4. Each person gets 4. Can you guess what we're going to do now? That's right, we're going to draw it as an array. If you feel confident, you can have a go at drawing the array yourself. Ready? Rub it off. Okay. Are you ready? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm sharing between 4 people. Now I keep going to 16. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's one person's. That's the second person's. Third person's. Fourth person. They still each get 4. I think we're confident with that method. I've seen lots of good examples uploaded to Dojo. Fantastic. My next way of doing it is, this is the one we find tricky. Bar model. Do you remember what a bar model is? My clue is it looks like a chocolate bar. Rectangular. Again, I'm going to write my number sentence. 16 divided by 4. Same as. So, I know that my whole is going to be 16. Because when I divide by 4, I'm sharing, so my number will get smaller. So this number's smaller, and this one will be smaller. So this one is my whole. Okay. Then I'm going to draw another bar underneath. How many do I cut it into? A little bit like I drew out 4 sharing circles to divide it. What am I going to cut it into? 4 pieces. Yeah. So this is going to be one person's. This is going to be another person's. So each bar, each part here, represents one person. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 people. 16 shared between 4 people. So I need to find my answer. I need to share these out. Do you remember I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So each part or each person will get 4. And my whole is, I know, is 16. 16 divided by 4 is the same as 4. It's weird that it's the groups of 4 and the answer's 4. Sometimes that happens. Dun, dun, dun. Then it gets to the hard bit. Using my times tables. Okay. Right. Using my times tables as a bar model. So, 16 divided by 4, same as. Do you remember I had my bar again? On that one goes my whole. What's my whole? 16 cut into 4. Okay, so I know my whole and I know that there are 4 groups, but I don't know how many are in my groups. How is it a bit like a times table? So we know, if I know 16, because that's my whole, and I've got 4 groups or 4 people, but I don't know what's in there. Because I've got 16, I know that there are 4 groups, but I don't know what's in there. Instead of sharing out, do you remember that we could do it as a times? We could swap it around. Something times 4 groups is the same as 16. Do you remember we had to count in 4s to help us? All the way up to 16. Ready? 4, 8, 12, 16. 4 times 4 is the same as 16. And if I try that, I can put it in here. 4, 4, 4, 4. Yeah. Each group has the same amount. It has 4. And when I add them together, it makes my whole. 4, 8, 12, 16. That's because they are opposites. They're the inverse. So you can use times and divide to check the answer of each. Times helps us with divide and division can help us with times. That's the trickiest one. Mrs. Clayton said some of you have mastered this. in Key Worker, which is fantastic. And I can see lots of people at home have been using that method too. This one is probably the quickest method as we can do it in our head. If I see 16 divided by 4, I can just do the opposite. 4 times something is this, something times 4, sorry, is the same as 16. And I just count in 4s up until 16. Right, it's time for you to have a go at my next example. Let's read it together. In the library there are 20 books. The books are arranged equally, remember, same amount, onto 4 shelves. How many will be on each shelf? So imagine all the 20 books are all over the floor and they have to be tidied onto 4 shelves. How many will be on each shelf? So on one shelf, how many will there be? What are the most important things in this word problem? What would the number sentence be? Pause and have a go. So I've got 20 things, and I've got to put it onto 4 shelves. So my number sentence is 20 shared between 4 shelves, or divided between 4. Each one will get, and my answer. Okay, let's have a go at doing my first method. What was the method? Arrays and sharing circles. We're just going to do it as a drawing today. So I'm going to write 20 divided by 4. Same as. I would like you to copy it onto your whiteboard, a piece of paper. And you're going to solve it using circles, so sharing circles, and then an array. So do you remember the lines that we did? We arranged them into lines. Pause the video, have a go at completing this with sharing circles, and then your array. Ready to go through it together? I'm not going to do it with objects this time, you might have though. So I need 4 circles because I'm sharing between 4 shelves. There we go. And I need to share out 20. Ready? Count with me all the way up to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How many do I have in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 in this group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this shelf. So they're all equal. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So 20 books put onto 4 shelves. Every shelf will have 5. Let's try it as an array. So this is 1 shelf, 2 shelf, 3 shelves, and 4 shelves. Let's keep going to 20. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One of my shelves, second shelf, third shelf, fourth shelf. How many are on each shelf? 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, and 5. Great, good job guys. Next is a tricky one. It's my bar model time. So 20 divided by 4 again. The more you do this, the more you practice, the more it will help your brain to understand it. Don't worry if you find it tricky. So my whole is, the biggest number is 20. So my whole is going to be 20. I write what I know. How many pieces do I have to split the second bar into? 4. Imagine this is one shelf, another shelf. They're all different shelves. We've got 4 shelves. 20 books, 4 shelves. The first method was sharing them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Each part is going to be 5. Do you get that one? Now we're going to do it using my times tables. So, times table way. Again, have a go, pause the video and try and do 20 divided by 4 using your times table way. So, ready? Bar. I know this is 20 and I know I've got 4 groups to share into. So I know this bit's 4 and I know this bit's 20, but I don't know what's inside. So I don't know what's inside, but I times it by 4. Do you remember? Every single piece has to have the same number because they're equal. Same as 20. We're just flipping it round. Yeah, we're just doing something times 4 and 20 goes here instead. So something times 4, so something has to go in here 4 times to get to 20. Let's count in 4s to 20. Off we go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So I had groups of 5. So I had 5 in here, 5 in here. And we can check. Let's count in 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's the same. The 4 parts of 5 make 20. And you can even see that here. If you look at our sharing one, you can do it the other way around. 4 times 5 is the same as 20. Fantastic work today, guys. I would like you to practice doing the different methods to solve the division number sentences on your portfolio. On Monday, we're going to be learning the 8 times table, and then on Tuesday, dividing by 8. Have a lovely afternoon and a great weekend. Bye for now.